Hi everyone, my name is Darren. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a recent Year 12 graduate from Scotch College based in Melbourne, Australia, and starting in March of this year, I will be studying medicine at Monash University. So today I wanted to talk about a topic which is pretty close to me and has been for the past 6-7 years, and a lot of my friends would tell you it's even one of the defining features of me, and that is typing. So I'll go into my personal typing journey another time. Overall, my fastest typing speed on a computer laptop is 153 words per minute, which was on a display iMac at a JB Hi-Fi. And my fastest typing speed on a phone, I don't know exactly, but it was in the 110s range. So I wanted to split today's video into 3 parts. One, why I think typing quickly is really helpful and why it's useful to invest the time into learning how to do so. 2, I have a couple live demonstrations of me typing on a laptop and a phone. And 3, I'll recommend some websites and programs that I used while I was learning how to touch type and how to type quickly. So enjoy. So let's talk about the reasons why typing quickly on a laptop or a phone is really useful. So its benefits are pretty obvious generally. You see how prevalent phones and laptops are. We use them so much in everyday life, whether that's with sending messages, sending emails, jotting down notes. And if we can do all these little things a little bit faster, it just helps out so much. You can send that video reply quicker and you can just get more done during the day. For students in particular, I think there are 2 big benefits that typing quickly has. One is in writing essays. So while towards the end of the year, I did handwrite my essays, in the beginning when we were getting acquainted with the themes and the plays and the books, I would spend time crafting my essays, and sometimes when I would strike upon a really good idea, it felt so good to have fluidity between what I was thinking and what I was typing, because when I was thinking out the argument and thinking out the ideas, my hands could put that into action straight away, and that really instant connection was really helpful. I've seen some of my friends who are not really touch typists, and they sometimes have trouble because their hands need to catch up to their brain, and sometimes they're unable to capitalize on a good idea or a thought that comes into their brain as quickly as people who type fast are able to. The second main way that typing quickly is beneficial for students is in making notes. So this can be notes that you're making from a textbook. In general, just typing faster helps more. The main reason why people might opt for typing instead of handwriting their notes is because of the speed. So for me, I'd really evaluate whether, there's research that shows writing out notes helps you memorize them more, but sometimes I'd evaluate whether that extra time it takes me to write was really worth it. If there was too much information, sometimes typing it was just more efficient. And if you can type quickly, that trade-off becomes much more worthwhile. So the second way in which typing quickly helps with making notes is if you're jotting down things from a lecturer or from a video such as EdRoller or ones that the school have provided you. People normally speak between a range of 125 and 150 words per minute, keeping in mind that you don't need to write down everything that the lecturer or the video says. A little bit under that for typing speed works fine as well. For me, I personally found it invaluable that I could type around the speed that the video was playing or the lecturer was speaking. Especially for videos, this meant I didn't have to pause every 5 seconds, which would have been really annoying and would have really interrupted my note-taking process. Rather, I could play it for extended periods of time and type at the same time. For lecturers as well, I could keep up much better because I can type at the speed and around the speed that he was speaking at. I found this very productive as well because, like for videos, you have to be really aware of what's being said, and while you're just barely maintaining speed and barely keeping up, and I think that really engages the brain, so it really helped for me and felt really productive. So yeah, those are the main reasons why I think typing quickly is helpful for people and for students in particular as well. So let's get into a couple of live demonstrations. For a typing test on a laptop, I'll be doing it on my MacBook Air. And for a typing test on a phone, I'll simply be doing it on my iPhone. So without further ado, let's get started. a bit about the websites and programs that I use to help me get to where I am right now. When I was beginning to learn how to type, a program called TypeQuick was really useful. This is a program that my school introduced to me in primary school, but I didn't really utilize it to its full extent. I didn't really complete all the levels until I think the year 6 and year 7 holidays in between there. So TypeQuick was really entertaining and really enjoyable for me to learn typing because it sort of sets it up as a game. We're in Australia, so we play a koala, and you ride animals like alligators, and you travel along a journey, and you beat bosses at different stages, and the bosses get progressively harder. Whether you beat the bosses or not and how fast you travel along depends on how quickly you type. It's really like a game, and that's what really made it enjoyable for me. I didn't find it tiresome to learn at all. In the initial stages, they have quick videos and clips showing you which fingers go on which keys, and they give you a lot of practice with that as well. So I found that really useful in setting a good foundation for me typing wise, and I'll leave the link to TypeQuick in the description below. The next two websites, TypeRacer and Fast Fingers, I used them more when I could sort of type decently well, when I knew which fingers went where, and I was just beginning to learn how to not look at the keyboard as much. So TypeRacer is not that good for gauging how much you're improving, because the way it works is it gets excerpts from novels and from poems, so the capitalization varies a lot, the punctuation varies a lot, but what it is really good for is it's fun because of how competitive it is. It's a multiplayer game, so you're paired up against, or you're in a race against players from around the world, and that competitive aspect can really make it enjoyable. You can also create a party link as well with your friends, and racing them is always fun as well. Fast Fingers, on the other hand, is a much better gauge of how much you're improving. It was in the live demonstration earlier, that was the website I used. So you can see that you type for 1 minute and it just tells you how many words you typed. There's another mode called challenging mode on the website, and the words are slightly longer and slightly more complicated, and you can try out that as well. So overall, those three program websites, TypeQuick, TypeRacer, Fast Fingers, really helped me out, and they're really easy to use. I just use them whenever I'm bored, sometimes at school when we have a free period, sometimes at home, and of course when I'm in like a JB Hi-Fi and there's Wi-Fi on the computers, I like to do it for a bit of fun and to test out the keyboard as well. So it's really simple, really straightforward. Go check them out if you have the time. Thanks everyone for tuning in to today's video. I really enjoyed making it, and I really loved being able to share one of my quirks and something I've been doing for a very long time with you guys. If you enjoy this kind of student productivity related content, please like, comment and subscribe. My social media is in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing all of you next time.